In our next hour. In the meantime, let's talk about him. LeBron James, his 14th triple-double as a Laker. LA taking care of the Magic in Orlando. Is he the MVP?
I think right now it's between him and Giannis. Yes, I would say I like LeBron James as the MVP. His real plus-minus is like 2 points higher than Giannis is right now. Look, this team has won 12 straight road games, and I think the other pieces of the team really set a tone last night.
Well, let's talk about that because we all know LeBron and we all know Anthony Davis, but you're going to tell us that the supporting cast is actually one of the reasons you're buying in.
Greeny, every good company needs somebody to mop up the floors. They need somebody to come in late to do all the dirty work. Dwight Howard is doing that. Now, I know he's only averaging 7 points and 7 rebounds, even though he's shooting 72% from the field. But, like, last night, this is a place where he was Defensive Player of the Year 3 years in a row, okay? He took them to the Eastern Conference Finals. They traded him. This is an angry game for him. I like seeing Dwight angry. Yes, he initiated the fight, but I like seeing him find a way, when you're playing against a team like the Magic, where you need to find a way to manufacture energy, he does that. Jared Dudley comes in, pushes somebody, he gets ejected. That's energy that helps his team win the game. When you have players that are willing to do the dirty work, that's what makes LeBron James and AD special, because they can stay up high and be Batman and Superman.
So Lakers or Bucks, who's the best team in basketball?
If they were to meet up right now, I would take the Bucks. With the way the Bucks are playing, I think the Bucks, obviously just the shooters that they have, and Giannis, the way he's playing right now, I think he's playing the best in the NBA. I don't know if he's MVP.
I'd tell you what,
he's playing the
let's
best.
wager that incredibly nice top that you are wearing. I'll take the Lakers, you take the Bucks in a 7-game series. We'll see how it goes.
Okay, I like that.
It's a wager.
All right, done.
Very good. Much more basketball as we
championship goes to show you how special of a player he is.
And then he spent the entire night making them remember just how good he is. You'll see the whole repertoire here, the inside shot, nice passing, outside shooting, everything.
Now remember, there's no Fred VanVleet for Toronto. They've been having an exceptional year, but I think Toronto is a regular season team. I do not think they're built for the playoffs. Don't believe the hype.
Kawhi Leonard's team is built for the playoffs. He knocked down a 3 there. They were leading by 12. He would score 23. Good night for Kawhi and the Clippers.
Yeah, Kawhi, look, their wings are strong. The one thing that is lacking for the Clippers, Zubac in the middle, that middle presence overall.
They get the win on the road by 20 last night.
Inside the ring?
Yeah.
I have I have a logo in there, and it's on my middle finger, so it reminds me to put it on my middle finger. So I have like a FU symbol on there.
Wait, only what? He could say that with a straight face. That's inside his ring. Okay, let's run the floor. No Giannis, no problem. Bucks win their 16th straight beating New Orleans. Is Milwaukee clearly the best in the East?
They might be the best team in basketball, Greeny. They might be, and look, I am off the Ben Simmons bandwagon. I was on at the beginning of the year. I've seen him shoot. There's no way a guy who's 6'10", 240 pounds should be averaging like 14, 7, and 8.
Right.
He should be putting up Giannis numbers in order for Philly to be that team. The Bucks are that.
Fresh edition of SportsCenter coming at you. Al Duncan, Antonita Collins, Chinea Wumike with us this morning. Highlights of LeBron and Tiger coming up in a minute, but first.
Yes, they say you can't go home again, but you can go back to a place that you had a brief layover and were received very warmly. The greatest Raptor of all time, Chinea, back in his favorite drive-through city. Kawhi back in Toronto for the first time since winning the championship there. Check out the scene at Shoot-Around early on Wednesday, right? Everyone wants to talk to him. And it only got better from there, because what kind of greeting did you think he was going to get? Exactly this one.
Fans, please welcome back Kawhi Leonard!
So great standing ovation. They chanted MVP, and he said later on in the locker room he admired his ring and thought about how hard it was to get it. It was very hard to contain Kawhi. They tried to double him, and it still didn't work.
Yeah, the Clippers, they made it their mission to double Kawhi, and what we don't appreciate out of this man is how easy he makes it look. Doubled at the rim, shakes them loose, and then this time knocks down the 3. They doubled him, and he made them pay each and every time.
The Clippers would trail at the end of the first quarter by 5. You see him here pushing the ball up court, and when he was being double-teamed, he was still able to dish.
Yeah, the double that time drew 3, and this is an aspect of his game he's working at, and boy, he's figuring it out. Getting his assist numbers up. Excellent read by Kawhi.
Okay, so double team doesn't work, so you go one-on-one with him, and then he does this.
First half, the Clippers doubled Kawhi, and the Clippers had him, he was working against that double team, but he scored, he assisted, he muscles it, you go under the screen right here, and then bam, knocks down the 3, so he made the Raptors pay.
Doc Rivers said that he loved that he was patient in this game. Clippers led by 18 at the half. It really wasn't a close one. Kawhi, 23 points in his return. Afterwards, reflecting and revealing a little shade inside his ring.
It was a great moment. they did a great job putting it together, and having all the players out there that wanted with me, standing there and presenting in the ring.
Is there a chance you can share what you got inside of yours?
Inside the ring,
Yeah.
I have a logo in there, and it's on my middle finger, so it reminds me to put it on my middle finger. So I have like a FU symbol on there.
First of all, it's not a logo, it's an emoji. Who hurt you, Kawhi? Why are you saying F you to who?
I don't know. The shade was right there.
The shade is real.
I love it. I'm all for it. All right, also in action, Rockets and Cavs. We got to show you what James Harden did. My man, unstoppable. So he had a huge game in this one. Less than a minute into it. Russell Westbrook to Harden, who buries that one. Shanae, what do you love about what you're seeing about him?
Well, the three-point shot is James Harden's layup. He's a one-man analytics band. He's the only player in the league to focus exclusively on threes and fouls, which makes it easy for him to get all of his numbers.
Yeah, he had 24 at the half on 9 of 16 shooting from the field and 4 of 8 shooting from 3. So Houston leading by 7 at the break. Then later in the third, the Cavs would go on a huge run because the Beard was on the bench. Took a deli to Clarkson for the alley-oop.
I'm telling you, the Cavs, they have a great divide, though. They have a lot of promising rooks, and they have decent vets, Kevin Love, Jordan Clarkson included. But at some point, those vets will be on the move because the young talent is so great. The future's bright.
They trailed by 6 entering the fourth, and here in the fourth, Harden back. And, Clarkson brings it up, drives, finds Kevin Porter Jr. 19-0 run for the Cavs.
Yeah, again, they're building through their youngins. Kevin Porter Jr., Darius Garland, Colin Sexton. The young core plays hard and proud.
Yeah, the Cavs scored 24 unanswered points, the most since 2009, and now they lead by 11. But hold your horses because, come on, you know this. The Beard will respond. Here trailing. What a beauty.
James Harden, his greatness is normalized, but let me remind you, he takes and makes more contested shots than anybody else in the league, and he continues to remain unbothered.
Yeah, that was when he hit that three-pointer, his 48th of the night. Rockets trailing by 4, and then under 3 to play. Drills that 10th three-pointer of the night, giving the Rockets the lead. Coach Mike D'Antoni saying that he wouldn't be surprised because he knows just how good he is.
Yeah, and if you think about that shot, that's the key to the Rockets' success. Guys not named James Harden hitting shots on the perimeter.
And then here, Clarkson loses the handle, finds Harden, who pushes it up to P.J. Tucker. Ices the game. The Rockets with the win. Yep. Harden, 55 points, tied a franchise record with 10 three-pointers in the game. Check this out, only Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant have 50-point games against more teams. Harden became the second player in NBA history to make 10 twos and 10 threes in the same game, joining the one and only Steph Curry.
Thank you to Chiney Agubake. An angel among us. Yeah. There's actually a new angel. Anthony Rendon reportedly agreeing with the Angels.
Season, the King continues to dominate, notching his 6th triple-double of the season. Let us show you how he got the job done. Second quarter, LeBron with the ball down low. And he finishes through contact and the foul. So LA up by 15 now. Later in the second, they were up by 22, and the Kings taking it right through the Magic defense. Easy peasy. LeBron James had as many made shots and assists as the Magic starters combined in the first half. They were up by 13 at that point. Now, third quarter, LeBron to his compadre Anthony Davis, who slams it home. His teammates saying that he is the best in the world for a reason. Caruso saying that LeBron creates so much that it's up to them to play off that. Now in the fourth, Lakers were up by 8. LeBron taking it to the basket, but his dunk attempt, what? Blocked by Mo Bamba. Yeah, only the 10th time in his career that he's unblocked.
That's never gonna get old, I'm sorry.
And then under 2 remainder, Lakers up by 8. LeBron pulling up and hitting that. He finishes his 14th triple-double as a Laker. They go on to win 96-87, and LeBron is only in his second season with the Lakers, but last night broke a tie with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the 5th most triple-doubles in Lakers franchise history. He now has 60 career 25-point triple-doubles in his career. That is 3rd most in NBA history.
Both the Celtics and the Pacers, Kemba Walker. 15 points in the first quarter, was on a total tear. Facing a Pacers team who had lost 7 straight to the C's. In the third quarter, we pick it up. Walker strips Miles Turner. Watch this. The pass. Woo! Oh, and then the slam by Jaylen Brown. You'll take another look. Beautiful pass by Walker. That's sexy, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to make it look sexy. Celtics up 6. Walker, again, The tough layup. 44 points at this point, 7 assists. Celtics go up 5. But in the final frame, we had a little bit of a scary moment, and particularly when we're talking about someone that has been hampered with injury quite a bit. Gordon Hayward, local kid too, grew up just outside of Indianapolis. It looks like nothing, but he gets hit in the nose by Doug McDermott. Now, he would leave the game. He didn't break the nose, and they say at the time there was no concussion, but he'll get some extra testing done in Boston. Under 4 minutes left, game tied. Malcolm Brogdon, it's your birthday. Big hoops contest, you in first place. 29 points on his 27th birthday. And then here, the pass to Domantas Sabonis. Oh, it's a tough shot. 15 points for Sabonis. Pacers up 3 now. 7 seconds left. Celtics inbounding down 3. Jason Tatum to Walker. Pulls up. He made 7 threes. He couldn't make that one. It looks like an air ball, but you see Walker there. It was tipped. It was tipped. He's trying to say, no, it should be our ball because it was tipped. They would take another look. TJ Warren didn't tip that ball. He didn't touch it. So Walker, 44 points. His teams are 5-12 now when he scores 40. The Pacers end up with
Fresh edition of SportsCenter coming at you. Al Duncan, Antonita Collins, Chinea Wumike with us this morning. Highlights of LeBron and Tiger coming up in a minute, but first.
Yes, they say you can't go home again, but you can go back to a place that you had a brief layover and were received very warmly. The greatest Raptor of all time, Chinea, back in his favorite drive-through city, Kawhi.